Yeah, like I want to riff on passion and that fire that I feel like I used to have as a kid, that fire, that passion that I used to have growing up. You know, in the neighborhood in Georgia, we had a neighborhood of kids. We'd play wiffle ball, um, football. I mean, everything. Front yard. I was homeschooled until fifth grade, so um, it was just awesome. Just playing down at the pool all summer, listening to country music. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the this like passion, you know. In ancient Greek philosophy, they called it themos or thumos. And shout out Elisha Long. He's got that group, High Themos. Definitely join the group if you don't know of Elisha. Solid guy. I've been watching his videos for years. Thank you, man. Yeah. So, like, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because I felt like it's taboo. I grew up, you know, just like a more of a nice guy, more of like, altar boy, going to church, putting on the smile and being, you know, and it's not that it's inauthentic. It's that I've increased my emotional intelligence as I've grown up, as I've entered adulthood and lived into the world. It's like, okay, there's more of a range of emotional faces I can show the world. And my default has been kind of conditioned from childhood as a teen, as a whatever, young kid. And I don't want to bring that into any more of what I do with you guys here, with social media, with any of this. I don't even know if I want to keep doing social media, to be honest, as you've heard me talk about a little here. The fire that you have in you, that's a sacred thing, man. Like the fire that you have in you to go and to follow a dream. That's why I quit my teaching job. It's because I got upset. It's because anger is sacred. In certain contexts, anger is a messenger. It's always a messenger. It's just a matter of how you interpret it. So if you don't like your job, there's different ways of interpreting that, right? You may just be lazy and you may just need to sack up and do your shit. Or the anger may be telling you, hey, you're not meant for this. You need to quit. You need to find something else. You need to go apply to 30, 40 other jobs. Hell, apply for remote work and come live live as a freelancer around the world. Pick a country and go, you know? But what I'm talking about is just like reclaiming the passion in us, reclaiming the fire that I have in my belly. And that can include owning and befriending the anger, the rage, the sadness, all the emotionality of life that oftentimes I think can just get doom scrolled out of us. You know what I mean? Like we're physically, like many of us, not we, but many of us are literally just dopamine, it's shot. Our dopamine is shot. We don't know how to respond anymore. We're numb in some sense. And that numbness is not fun to be around, really. At the end of the day, like I've gone through months of my life, if not years, largely numb because I didn't either know how to feel what I was feeling. I didn't know how to say what I needed to say. And it was all locked up like ice, you know, in the body of what the fuck I really wanted to say. You know, what is it that I'm really wanting to express that for some reason I can't find the words for it, I can't shake it out or yell it out or dance it out. And what I'm saying is that fire, your life depends on you expressing that fire. Because otherwise, if you don't express, you're going to be depressed. Let me say that again. If you don't express, the logical conclusion is that you are going to be depressed on some level. So what I'm saying is, what are you not feeling? What have you been trying to hide over the mask of just being fine and everything's nice and life is good and there's no problems and I don't feel anything and I'm just not numb and I'm in denial of, right? How many humans are going through life in that mode because that's what you needed to do as you grew up? And I'm telling you, the rebellion that you can do that would mean something. I'm not even in the opinion that life means anything. I'm very existentialist in terms of philosophical paradigms or worldviews. What we believe is what we believe, and that comes true about reality. So I don't actually feel there's meaning unless we give it meaning. That goes for friendships, that goes for my own purpose. I don't believe that there's purpose. I believe that some of us don't have purpose and that we're just here to experience. And some, if you're watching this, maybe you do. Maybe you do feel called to a specific purpose. Then more power to you. Go for that. What I'm saying is become aware today on this beautiful weekend. I'm coming at you from Tulum, from the Airbnb, having my coffee, having my water. I'm going to go for a walk after this because I realize even more deeply, right? You're witnessing a constant evolution. And I'm just showing you, I'm just documenting my own evolution. And I've spent years in personas, in masks of this is how I think I need to be to operate in the world, to survive in the world, to get the love that I want in the world, to get the jobs, to get the money, to get. But I was working with ChatGPT. Yes, I was working with ChatGPT. And I programmed it to be the most expert, no BS reflection and guide for me. And I've been playing with it the last week or so. And it's been super helpful. Super helpful. I'm in the camp of in between. I'm in the camp of hybrid between this AI gold rush and organic human connection. I believe there's definitely a hybrid still. That may be ending, I'm not sure. But for right now, we only have one day at a time. For right now, though. I was working with it, and what it came up, what I'm realizing is that I've been numb. And the question that it posed me was, and we're all numb and different. It's all a spectrum. So when I say that, I'm just like, okay, what I'm saying is that there's more areas, more rooms of my own soul, of my own psyche, my own personality that I'm constantly exploring. And it's so fascinating because I'm a mystery to myself. I don't even know who I am in full, and neither can you. And that's incredible to just realize. It's like, wait, I can't ever fully know myself. I can't fully know myself. Reality is a collective, agreed upon experience. And I am you, you are me. These are truths that people have just realized, whether or not you want to face that. It is a shared dream in a sense. All right, and you're dreaming it with me. Dude, come on, man, I'm on one this morning. So what GPT was saying, I said, ask the question. We were going back and forth. I said, only 3-word answers. And I said, what question am I not asking? And it said, who are you without wanting? And yes, that's more than 3 words, I understand. And it said, who are you without wanting? And I've been sitting with that for like the last, 18 hours. Who am I when I just stop wanting things? One, I start smiling. What's that about? Do I feel happier? Wow. I wonder what that's about. Huh. The Buddhist wisdom may be true. Imagine that. Who am I if I just stop wanting things? But then I started to think about it this morning. I'm like, you know what? That's fun. That's fun to be wantless. But then again, I'm like, it is more fun to experience wanting, even though it brings with it suffering. Necessarily, because if I want something and I don't have it yet, or I'm not experiencing it right now, then there's a gap, and that gap is what we call suffering in the Buddhist, Taoist, Zen way of thinking about it. So there's actually a pleasure in wanting, and then there's a pleasure in the passion of wanting. So really, we're just swimming in pleasure, even if it feels like suffering, even if it feels like I don't have it yet. And it's all dependent on your interpretation of the wanting, of the desires. So I say, yeah, you can keep going, and you can keep going exactly as you are, and I can too, and I can continue to just be numb. Or I could, on some level, I've done so much work on thawing these emotions out and emotional intelligence and saying what the fuck I really feel, like even being able to speak like this with you. This is my therapy in a sense. Speaking to you and noticing, where am I self-censoring? Why am I holding back? Even talking here with you, on certain things. And I notice that, and I evolve. And I increase self-awareness. And What I'm saying is, you have permission to be passionate about your freaking life, man. Get that fire in your belly. Get inspired by something. Let art inspire you. Let beauty inspire you. Man, I saw a beautiful woman the other day, and I'm like, oh, man. Dude, beauty is the inspiration for me. And beauty can be in, increased revenue. Beauty can be starting your own agency. Beauty can be moving to a new Airbnb. It's not just women. And it's not even just men. It can be a beautiful sunlight coming in. It can be incense. It can be a new cologne. It can be the way the light hits at 5:30 p.m. here in the Airbnb in the evening. It can be getting 9 hours of sleep uninterrupted. Beauty takes the forms that it takes, and it's always in front of you. It's always around you. We just have to have the perception, the lens of perception clean enough to see it, to perceive it. So be passionate, man. Write down a list of things you want. Write down a list of things you want to be, you want to do, you want to have. That's what all these high-ticket coaching things do anyway. So I just saved you thousands of dollars right there. Write down a list of 10 things you want to be, 10 characteristics that you love about yourself, you want to nourish, you want to nurture, 10 things you want to have in your life, material things, better headphones, you want to have a Lambo, you want to have an Airbnb, you want to have you want to be the investor in an Airbnb, you want to have a motorcycle, you want to have a better wardrobe, you want to have a different cologne, you want to have a cool watch. It's all just experience. Don't cling to it tightly at all. You can't take it with you when you die. But when you start to see it as a game, you start to give yourself more of a rope to be passionate about life. And that includes feeling the sadnesses, feeling the deaths of friends. I had somebody I knew, a guy on YouTube, Ben Bader, he passed away last night. I'm like, that stung, man. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I cried for a couple minutes. Because I just felt what I was feeling. And I felt sad, so I felt it. Right? The spectrum of emotional intelligence, that's what's being a whole person. That is wholeness. It's not just picking certain emotions and being toxically positive and focused in a rigid way. It's being able to realize that you're swimming in a collective shared dream that we're all having. So if you don't like the dream, you can change it. You can change how you're relating to it. So figure out what you're passionate about. Even better, don't even figure it out. Just start saying stuff. Just start dancing. Put some music on. And reclaim that passion, because this whole stoic thing, this whole being zen, this whole being unemotional in a sense, sure, you can enjoy that. And then when that's over, enjoy the joy of passion, of wanting things. There is a pleasure in suffering. And if you haven't reached that level of awareness yet, then I invite you to explore, why don't you? Why don't you fearlessly lean into life? Even though we're all gonna die, even though it comes to an end, and there may just be no reason for any of this. I say, fuck it. Be passionate and lean in and feel it all. That's what I'm here to do. So, drop a comment. Thanks for watching.